This
you have
conference will
any
now be
doubts for the
recorded.
previous class. Okay, any doubts if you have for the previous class, you can let me know so that we will discuss. First thing. Second thing, we will start the revision. That means I'll be asking you few questions. Whatever the questions you want to ask me, you can like I will question you, you can answer me. If you don't know the answer, I'll reply to you. Second thing. Third thing is, I want to give like I want to show you how the procedure of your examination will start, how you have to log in, how this is going to work. This is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so three things are there. So first thing, I want to know if anybody has a doubt, you can ask me. If no response, then I'll start questioning you. You can answer me, and please make sure the questions whatever I ask you, so that you can be prepared for tomorrow's exam also. Okay. Now, okay. What kind of software is an Excel? I'm asking you, what kind of software is an Excel? Can someone answer
Spreadsheet.
me? Yeah, it is a spreadsheet software. Okay, what is workbook? What is worksheet? What is workbook? What is worksheet?
Ma'am, workbook is collection of worksheets together,
Hmm?
and worksheet is a single sheet, like sheet 1, sheet 2.
Yes. So sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 individually is called as worksheet. Collection of all the sheets we call it as workbook. Okay. When you open an Excel file, by default, what will be the file name before you save it?
Book 1.
It will be book
Very good.
one, book two, book.
Yeah, first one is a book one. Only then you will start opening the other files. So, okay, if I want to open another Excel file, I am using one Excel file. I have to open new Excel file. So, what will be the shortcut key for new? New shortcut key, Control N. To open the files which is already available. So, Control O. Fine. Okay, fine then. Now, when you're opening a new Excel workbook, you will get this sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So, how many sheets by default you will have?
Only one sheet.
Good. Only one sheet. Okay. When you save this Excel file, what is the extension of the file? So, the extension of the file is dot XLSX. XLSX. Excel spreadsheet. Okay, Excel spreadsheet X stands for XML. Okay, when okay, how you represent rows and columns?
Ma'am, rows by 1, 2, 3, like that, numbers, and the columns by A, B, C, D, E.
Yes, by ABCD. Fine. So how many rows we have?
Ma'am, 10,48,576.
Good. And how many columns we have?
16,384.
16,384. Good. What is the first cell?
A1.
What is the last cell? What is the last cell? So you have to see what is the last row and what is the last column. So you will get an answer. Number of rows and what is the last column.
10,48,576 XFD.
First XFD, then 10 lakhs 48,576. Okay. Next one. So what is the last column we have? XFD. So how we represent A1, B1, AC like this. So we have first the column denotion, then the row denotions. So that means first it is XFD, then the total number of the last row. Okay, fine, very good. So the next question here is um, the option that makes you use the macros, execute macros. So which option you will be using? To execute macros, what option you have to select? It is run macros. You will be using run macros. Right? We have to click on run macros so that we can execute this option. Okay. So next question. What is the shortcut key for copy?
Control C.
Paste?
Control V.
Cut?
Control X.
What is the default font style? Default font style? It is Calibri. Default font size 11, minimum font size 8, maximum font size 72. Okay, we have an option in an Excel to protect our Excel file. So my question here is you have to say whether the condition is true or false. So question is we cannot protect the sheet in Excel with the password.
False.
False.
Good. So we cannot hide the grid lines in Excel. Grid lines means the cells you can see, right?
False.
False, we cannot hide or we can hide.
We can hide it, ma'am.
Good, we can hide it. So can we customize the margin setting in Excel for rows, columns or page setup?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Um, then if I am into one cell, I am into one cell. So to go to next cell, which key you have to press in your keypad? Which button you will press to go for the next cell in a row? You are into a
Enter.
row, you're typing. Enter will bring you down. I want to go for the next cell. For next cell, it is a tab. For previous cell, it is shift tab. Okay. So if I have to go for previous one, shift tab, next one only tab. Okay, next one. If okay, what is the shortcut key for bold?
Control B.
Italic?
Control I.
Underline?
Control U.
Good. So if I have to copy the entire data of my sheet, what should I do? What you will do, if I have to select entire data of a sheet, first you have to select all, Control A. Then you have to copy, Control C. Okay, the next question is, this is a function, you have to tell me which function you will use to find the number of characters in a text in a cell, the number of characters in a text string, which function you will use. The number of characters in your text.
Count, mom.
Count will count only the values, but I don't want the values. I want to see the number of characters. When I say characters, it is a string, right? It is a string. Now what I want to do?
Count A.
No, not count A. I want to use len. I have to use len. Len is a condition. Say I have a condition. I want to use the number of characters. Suppose we are giving here as college. College, the number of characters in a string, number of characters in a text string. So text means it is a word, you have to use len. Okay, so select this, close the bracket, enter. So it is 7. 7 is your number of characters that you will be using here to find it. Clear? And the next function, next question is um, I want to know
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm really sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The question was, I am giving a series here, 1, 2, 3, right? 1 and then 2. If I select this option, if I'm selecting this option, okay, then I select this, then I have to click this and drag down, drag to the down. So suppose I need till 20 or till 30 numbers I need, I can drag like this. So what is this method is called as? Am I audible to you all? Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this method is called as? This is called as autofill. Okay, this method is called as autofill. Okay, we'll go for the next one. So let me go for the next question. Okay, joining several text string into one string. Which function you have to use? Joining several text string into one single string, one single cell. Which function you have to use? I've just explained you. So I need an answer. Do you remember this? Just now I have explained.
Merge,
I have Yama.
merge and center.
Tell. No, it is concatenate. I have a several text in different cell, joining several text string into one string. That is concatenate. Merge and center. So combining two, three, one or more cells into extra large cell. Extra large cell is merge and center. And in case arranging a text or a string in a multiple lines in a same cell, multiple lines in the same cell, that is wrap text. Okay, so okay, let me go for the next question. In the Excel page, we have a margins. We have a margins for Excel when you take a printout or when you see in a preview also. So how many sides you have a margin? Yes. So margin is on the top, bottom, left and right. Top, bottom, left and right. What are the types of charts we can use? We can create it in a Excel. So you know there are so many charts support we have. So you can give me some 3 4 examples. We can create a line chart, area chart, pie chart, column chart, bar chart. Okay, so state, that is geographical charts, maps we can create, field maps we can create. There are so many charts which we can create here. Okay, so out of these charts, let me ask you a type of question. Say example, I have two categories, category A and category B, or you can say it as I have a 2 months report, January and February. I want to compare this 2 months data. To compare this 2 months data, which type of chart you will use? Okay, for comparing values, we have to use column chart. Comparing values, we have to use column chart, or you can use line chart. Okay, even area chart also you can use, but most of the times we use line chart or column chart. Okay, if I have one set of information that I want to split the values out of 100 percentage or 100 values into different values, that how it has been bifurcated, in that case which type of chart you will use? So it is pie chart. Pie chart is 100% values where it will get bifurcated. Say example, I am selling the stationery items. In the stationery items, how many pens, how many markers, how many papers, that is A4 sheet, and how many marker pen, all this is has been sold. So out of 100 percentage of today's value, how much I made a sales, this I can get the report from the pie chart, that is out of 100 percentage, which is capturing how much percentage of values, this I can identify. Okay, and next one, um, okay, how you will represent absolute reference? We have a cell address, right? We have a cell address. So in that, what is relative reference, what is mixed reference, what is absolute reference? I need an answer now. Reply me. I've given a notes on this also. Still, if you don't remember, please check the notes also. Okay. So whenever you are working with the cell reference, that means if you have no dollar sign for your cell address, when you have no dollar sign for your cell address, then we call it as relative reference. Okay, we call it as relative reference. So let me show you here. Say example, I have a information here. Suppose I select here equals to, okay, let me give 10 and 15 equals to sum of this 10 and 15. I'm selecting close the bracket. So when I have no dollar sign, then it is relative reference. Okay, before row, that is before row and column denotion, when I don't have any dollar sign, then it is relative reference. When I have a dollar sign, before row and column, that is before O also I have, before 9 also I have. So before rows and columns both are having dollar sign, then it is called as absolute reference. When I have only $1 for numbers, or for numbers or alphabets, any $1 sign if I have, then it is called as mixed reference. Okay, then it is called as mixed reference. Fine. Next one. The next question is, how you will edit a cell? How to edit a cell? Can someone say me? Okay, to edit a cell, you can go to that particular cell. First method, you can just double click. Second method, you can go to that cell and press F2, press F2. Okay. Third method is you can go to the formula tab, And from the formula tab, that is, you can type here also, you can edit here also. You can edit like this. So three methods. So the question, you may have any one option or you may have all the three options. Select the right answer, whether it is none of the above, all the above, or individual answer. See the questions, check once, and then you answer it. Okay, then see here the values is having only this much place, but there are extra space. I need to adjust the extra space. I want only required options. So I want to adjust the width. Okay, I want to adjust the width and the height, anything if in case. So to adjust the width, we will go for format. You have an option auto fit column width, auto fit column width. So automatically it will adjust according to the values that it is required. If I have somewhere a cell is having too much of row height, too much of row height is being used, so in that case you can select and you can go for this format auto fit row height auto fit column width. Remember this, you will have question on this also. Okay, and then to add all the values, to add up all the values, what is the function you will use? To add all the values, what is the function you will be using? Answer me fast. We do not have much time. To add the values, so I have so many values. I need to add all the values. Which function you will use?
Sum function.
Sum function. To find the least value?
Minimum function.
Okay. Highest value?
Maximum function.
Okay. To find the average value?
Average.
Average, how you will use? Equals to AVG, right?
Yes, ma'am.
No. We have to use equals to average. The full word we have to write average. Okay. To find the whether the my condition is true or false, which function you will use?
Or function.
No, it is if function, whether the condition is matching or not. So based on my condition, if matching, I need one output. If not matching, another output. So it is if function. Okay, I asked you this question, how many sheets we have by default? So you gave me sheet 1. How many sheets that I can add it in my Excel?
255. Like if we search in Google, it will show 255, but we can add how much ever we want.
Yes, good, correct. Okay, 255. And then what is the shortcut key for undo? Answer me
Control
fast.
plus Z.
Redo.
Control Y.
Control plus Y.
Very good. Save.
Control S.
Save as. Save as F12. Okay, see, let me give you a read the question, you answer me. So now you tell me what should I do. You have accidentally erased a record in a sheet. Might be in some cell you would have typed something. You have erased some information. Now, which comment you will use to bring those data back? That means to restore it again immediately if you want to restore. By mistake, I have removed it, deleted it. Now I want to restore that information. Which function you will use?
Control Z, mom.
Yes. Okay. Um, Give me some example for cell address.
A14B6.
Okay. Where the cell address will be displayed?
Name box.
Good. If I'm using some function, inside that function, another function if I'm using, what is this kind of function will be called as? It is called as nested function. One function and another function inside another function if we are using, we call it as nested function. Okay. Now, if I want to insert three columns are a column between D and E. Between D and E, I want to insert a column. Okay, between D and E, I want to insert a column. Which column you have to select? My question is, if I want to insert a column between D column and E column, which option you will select it?
E column, ma'am.
Yes, always the second one. Whether it is a column, whether it is a row, always second one. Okay. A collection of data that is stored electrically as a series of record in a table, what you call it as? Collection of data that is stored electrically as a series of records in a table. What we call this as? We call it as database. Okay. Now tell me what is the function you will use to find the current data. Current date, sorry. To find the current date, which function you will use? Current date equals to today open bracket close bracket to find the date. To find the date, the shortcut key is, it is control colon semicolon. Okay, control semicolon is a shortcut key for date. To find the current time, control shift colon, that is semicolon or colon, both are in the same button. Okay, so this is to find the current time. In order to find date and time together, equals to now open bracket close the bracket enter. Okay, this is a key which you will be using. A place where row and column meets, what you call it as?
Can you repeat the question, ma'am?
A place where row and column meet.
Well,
Good. So what do you use to create a chart? If I need to create a chart, what I need? Data. And using this data, I'll be selecting the chart wizard. That is the options which it shows me in the top. Okay, page orientation we have, right? Page orientation. So for page orientation, if it is a portrait means in which format it will show me? Horizontal, vertical, landscape, horizontal, vertical, which one?
vertical.
Yes, portrait is vertical, landscape is horizontal. If I have to multiply two values, to multiply, which symbol I have to use?
The star symbol.
Yes, star symbol. Very good. Okay. Um, I have a list of cells. In the cells, I have few places numbers, few places alphabets, that is a string text, and few places I've used characters. Excuse me. So now I want to count the number of cells that is having only alphabets, characters. So which function you will use? Only characters, not numbers. Or you can say characters, numbers, anything. I want to know, count the number of alpha range. For this, which formula is used? Count A. To count only the values, only the numbers, count. To count the number of blank cell, count blank. To count all the alphabet characters or number characters or number of cells that is used, then we say it as count A. Okay? If I have to start any function, before starting the function, how should I start the function? If I want to start function, that is any formulas if I have to apply, how you will start?
With an is equal to symbol.
Exactly. What is the shortcut key for print?
Control plus P.
What is the shortcut key to insert row or column? Control plus is to insert, control minus to delete. What is the shortcut key to select row?
Shift and spacebar.
Shift and spacebar. What is the shortcut key to select uh, row? Sorry, column.
Control plus spacebar.
Control plus spacebar is to select a column. Shift spacebar is to select a row. Okay. How to hide a column? To hide a column, control 0. To unhide, control shift 0. That is close bracket. To hide a row, control 9. To unhide a row, control shift open bracket. Okay. So all the function you just see once whatever I have covered to you, and see, and if I want to copy the values, and I have a values in a okay, I have a text like this vertically. To paste it horizontally, which option I have to use? To paste it horizontally. So we will use transpose. Transpose. You have an option here as transpose. Vertical you can paste it into horizontal. Horizontal text you can paste it into vertical. Okay. And whenever I type a value, value that is a number comes on a right side, and characters that is text comes on a left side. Even date comes on the left side. Clear? I want you all to refer all the shortcut keys. So all the things, copy, paste, what does this format painter will do, what is the default font style, size, bold, italic, underline, and wrap text, merge text. Okay. Conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is used for what? Highlighting the values. Where you can find new rule in the conditional formatting. Where you can find the clear rule option in the conditional formatting. Where you will find this manage rule. So there might be a different kind of questions. Among this, any questions. So manage rules. So conditional formatting. Insert, delete, shortcut keys I've already given you. So what is the default row height? What is the default width of the cell? Okay, so here you have, so row height is 14.4 and column width will be default width. So default width is 8.11. It shows me for you. It is showing for me. You can just check it out in yours also. So autofills means which will have a continuation of a series. And what is this pivot table is used for? So pivot table is used for extracting the information from the summarized or complex data. I need few data to be extracted. For this I will be using. So what is a shortcut key for inserting, creating a table? Control T. What is slicer? Slicer is a method of using a filters. When I'm creating a charts, for charts, if I want to apply a filters, I'll use a slicer. Slicer I can use for any fields. Timeline, when I have a date, time or anything, in that case I'll use. And the sparkline, line, column, win loss. So any character, suppose let me give some values: 14, 15, 85, 63, some values. For this related cell, I want to give a spark line. Okay, so what is my range? This is my range. I'll select this. I'll click on OK. So like this line you will get. Suppose I don't want line, I want to change to column, I can change to column. Win or loss. Win or loss means I must have some negative value. So minus negative value. So negative value will come down like this. So within a cell, if I'm representing a chart, then I use a spark line. In a spark line, column, win loss you will be having. Link, shortcut key is Control K. Okay, this and all you have to refer. And in formulas, whatever I've given, functional values might be you will have less functions. But see, whenever you start a function, VLOOKUP, so looks for a value from the leftmost column of a table. If you get leftmost row, then it is a HLOOKUP. Leftmost column, then it is VLOOKUP. This is an int which you have to refer. Date and time, text, logical functions, if functions, all these things you remember it. Okay, and date. So remove duplication, flash fill shortcut key is Control E. Data validation. So to create a drop down message, what if analysis. In this what if analysis, what are the options you have and what are these things, you have to refer this. Then in review you don't have much questions, but you will have this: what is a shortcut key for spelling, treasurers, these questions you may have. And in view you will have what is a view mode. By default view mode is normal, and the remaining things is you can see. So split the screen between one and the other. And there is something called as freeze pane. So it is in Windows. Freeze panel, that is freeze pane you have. So what is this is used for? What is this hide split is used for? This you have to refer. What is the use of macros? This you have to refer. These are the things which you will be referring. Okay, so now let me show you something, that how you are going to give your exam. How you are going to give your exam. So first of all, if you have to open your Google Chrome, so type here as Xenox ERP. Okay, so Xenox ERP you type it, or you type search for Xenox parent login, student login. So you will find an option here as parent login. See this one, parent login. So you have to select this parent login. Let me show you once again. I come from the beginning. In a search bar, type it as Xenox. Xenox, you just type it as Xenox, press enter. Okay, you will get lot of options. So this will lead you so many options. So let me use here Xenox ERP. Xenox ERP, enter. You will find an option here as parent login. Search for Xenox ERP, go for parent login, second option. Then you will go for student login. Okay, then you have to go for the student login options. So what I have to do here, I'll be going for this option student login. So it will ask you your sign in option. In the sign in, you have to give your mobile number. Which mobile number? The mobile number which you have shared in your college. So using that only we have created a register logins. Okay, register logins. So I'm using some of the dummy number. So I'll give some dummy number. Okay, so this I'll give. So I'll give some dummy number, then sign in. Sign in. It will ask me for the password. So password I'll give here as NICT. So I have some password. So you will get your login ID and the password tomorrow before you start your exam. You will get it in a WhatsApp number itself. Login number is your mobile number which you have given in your college for the admissions. Password will be announced to you before you start your exam. So I'll sign in here. Once I click on the sign in, then I get the screen. And can you see here? Can you see here there is an icon here, a drop down option, right? So click on this drop down option. As soon as you click, so you will get a list here. Now what you will do, you go for this exam. You have to go for this exam. Then you have an option here, view. So this is Excel exam. Click on view. So it will ask you start exam. Click on the start exam. Then you have to click on this I agree. Then you click on continue. It will ask you exam pin. Exam pin will also be given to you before you start your exam. So that pin number you have to give. Click on the start exam. As soon as you click on a start exam, it will start displaying questions one after the other. You have to select the right answer. After selecting the right answer, in the bottom, at the bottom, you will find an option as submit and next. You have to click on that submit and next. Only then the answer will be accepted which you have selected. If you don't select submit and next, then it won't be accepted. And in case if you have any doubt, you can click on that mark as review, so that you can come and check that. Okay, suppose let me give here 1 2 3. Then I'll go for the start exam. I don't know whether the pin number is right or wrong. See, this is how you will be getting. You have to click on this submit and next. Suppose submit and next, I have to select it. So in PMT formula, what is the parameters required? PMT. So rate of interest, mode of payment, and number of periods. Principal amount, rate, number of periods. So I'll select some answer you have to select, whichever is the right answer. Suppose I have selected wrong answer, I'll keep it for mark as review. Mark for review, and it will be kept it in a mark as review. A function within another function is called as nested function. I'll select this, then go for submit next. Like this, you have to keep on answering, only then the next question will come. If I want to see all the questions, just take your mouse to the right side. Now you can see which you have given for mark as review will be in a blue color, which you have already marked without confusion, it will be in a green color, and which I didn't answer, it will be in a gray color, the pending one with the white color. So you have to finish all the questions by selecting one by one the right answer. Okay, which key you will use for help? It is F1. Click on this submit and next. Okay, then it will go for the next questions. This is how you will be using it. So if I click on the submit and next, only then it will select. See, without answering, if I go for next question, you will get this error message. Formatting cell with the currency symbol. So select the right answer, then click on the submit and next. This is how you have to log in, and this login procedure you have to follow. Okay, I'll just quit this. Okay, let me show you once again. You will go for Xenos ERP first step. Okay, in that select your parent login. After this, you have to log in with your mobile number from the student login. Your mobile number which you have already given in the login ID, and the password will be given to you. Exam pin will also be given to you. You have to navigate properly and take the exam. Clear now? Any doubts? If anybody has a doubt, please let me know.
When is the exam, ma'am?
It's tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow, ma, same timing, 6:30 to 8. Before starting exam, before 1 hour, you will be given like procedure will be shared to you again through the message also. Along with that, what will be the login ID, what will be the password, what will be the exam pin number. These all details will be updated to you just before the exam. Okay, to the same WhatsApp group. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. That's all for today. So do well in your exam, perform well. Okay, don't be get confused. Okay, see you everyone. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.